We're at Park Plaza, which is 1100 Lovering Avenue in the city of Wilmington, and we're on the first floor behind the security desk. Park Plaza originally was going to be 2 towers, but the developer in the mid-1980s ran out of money, and so the second tower was never built, but the common space was built as if a second tower was going to be constructed, and so there was a lot of excess office space, including where we are now, which is all interior space with no windows, so it's never been able to be rented very easily. And so when I had the opportunity to obtain this space, it was just perfect to put out the Elisa and Poole collection of art, at least part of it, because it had several rooms, as we'll see as we walk through, and I was able to personally, I spent days on this, hang every single painting in what's called salon style, so from floor to ceiling, and with 2 hooks on each so that the painting stayed straight. And there's not a great deal of rhyme or reason in terms of how I hung the paintings or what paintings went with what, but some seascapes were put together, some by the same artist were put together, and later on we'll come to a room which was almost, or maybe is exclusively Delaware artists. So I had some rhyme or reason, but also it was just what paintings fit where in the spaces that were left as I tried to cover the walls with as many paintings as I could. So this is the first room, the entranceway room from the lobby of Park Plaza is this room, and it has some of the larger paintings in the collection, particularly over in the dark corner over here, and it has some of my favorite paintings, including this one of an old abandoned corral out west, and it was done by an artist that we enjoyed collecting, named Elliot Means, from 1960 or so. And so this had medium to large size paintings. I also tried to arrange the paintings by medium. So we have 2 oil paintings here, and then this row, they're all watercolors, and then you have oil paintings again. So I tried to mix, and then around the corner, some watercolors again. So I tried to keep the types of paintings, whether it's oil paintings or watercolors, more or less together, and that's pretty much true on the walls in this room. And then we walk back to the back of the space, and the first room we come to on the left is the Delaware artists room. So these are all Delaware artists, including the featured painting by Jack Lewis, who became a Delaware artist. But the artists were not necessarily all born in Delaware, but they all painted here, in most cases for years. And the sign on the floor is the Area Art Gallery sign that we had when we were in business in Rehoboth Beach with a little art gallery for about 10 years. The painting right here of a hunting scene was done by Richard Layton, and I think he was the first curator of the Brandywine River Museum, and he was a close friend of Andrew Wyeth, and I believe this painting was done on Andy Wyeth's farm in the Chadds Ford, Pennsylvania area. This painting probably won't be in the art auction because it's a pretty valuable painting, and it might go to a museum. And this little hallway, you can take advantage of that space for more paintings. And then in this larger room, I used to have an apartment at Park Plaza, and it's still a case of our getting cleaned out even after a couple of years. And so you'll see a few places where there's stuff piled up that has nothing to do with the art. But this area right here has a lot of portraits, which we collected over the years. Maybe not of interest to a whole lot of people, but for a while there I was into portraits. So from time to time I would focus on one type of art or one subject matter, and then other times I would be interested in landscapes or seascapes or whatever. But whatever took my fancy, if it seemed like a good painting and I could afford it, unfortunately, sometimes I bought it and soon ran out of wall space. So it was wonderful to get this space at Park Plaza where it could hang probably a couple hundred paintings are in here. I haven't actually counted them. But the auction probably will have 100 to 125 of these paintings in it. And even so, we have a stack of paintings that I ran out of wall space to put up. And then back in this area with a broken upside down desk, these paintings mostly are from Berks County, Pennsylvania, which is where Reading, Pennsylvania is. And a lot of these are late 19th century paintings back on this area by an artist, Christopher Shearer, and his school. He studied in France with the Barbizon school artists, and it's a very Barbizon type of look. And then there's just a variety of watercolors and other lesser important paintings. Although these two over here are Hudson River school paintings from around 1870 by an artist named Bose, or Bosey, B-O-E-S-E. And these are actually quite nice paintings. Again, maybe they won't end up in the Habitat for Humanity art auction, but they give you an idea of some of the paintings we have in the collection. And then going back around the corner to the final room, this keeps going. We have more junk from left over from when we lived here, but back behind here are some really quite nice paintings, including in the far corner here, two very large paintings by a California artist named Bennett Bradbury. And so we go from very small to medium-sized to very large, and so it would take quite a large home to accommodate those. And these probably will go to a private dealer or private purchaser, or perhaps to a commercial auction rather than Habitat for Humanity. But this gives an idea of the paintings that will be in many of which will be in the Habitat for Humanity auction, and kind of the context of where they came from, even though several will either go to museums or elsewhere. But many of these that you see, you'll see at the auction.